Tonight, we witness a turning point in the Pacific, a moment that could reshape the balance of power for years to come. The U.S. Congress has just approved a major sale of advanced warships to the Philippines, marking one of the most significant military collaborations in recent history. This isn't just an arms deal, it's a bold message from Washington to the world, especially to those watching the South China Sea, where tensions simmer and alliances are tested daily. For the Philippines, it's a leap toward a modern navy and stronger sovereignty, empowering the nation to better defend its waters and assert its rights. For the U.S., it cements a vital partnership in a region where power is rapidly shifting, reinforcing its commitment to allies and regional stability. The world is watching closely. Will this tip the balance in Asia? How will China react to this new show of unity and strength? What's at stake for global trade, as these waters carry trillions of dollars in goods each year and connect economies across continents? This is about more than ships or military might. It's about technology, security, and the future of maritime freedom. It's about the lives of millions, fishermen, traders, and entire nations relying on stability and open seas. The deal is done, but its impact is just beginning. Soon, American warships will patrol under the Philippine flag in contested waters, sending a clear signal to friend and foe alike. This isn't the end, but the start of a new era, one that will echo for decades, shaping the destiny of the Pacific and beyond. Tonight, we break down what this historic agreement means for the Philippines, for Asia, and for the United States. As new chapters are written in old alliances, we'll explore the history, the deal's details, and the far-reaching consequences that could ripple across the globe. This is a story of strategy, sovereignty, and shifting global power. Let's dive in and uncover what the future holds. To truly grasp today's news, we must look back, sometimes far back, into the echoes of history that still shape our world. The U.S.-Philippine relationship began in 1898, forged in the fires of war and the complexities of colonization, setting the stage for a partnership that would evolve over generations. For nearly 50 years, the Philippines was a U.S. territory. Its military, government, and even its education system were modeled after America's, intertwining the two nations' destinies. World War II forged a deep bond in shared sacrifice, later formalized by the 1951 Mutual Defense Treaty, a promise of mutual support in times of crisis. Massive U.S. bases like Subic Bay and Clark Air Base anchored the alliance during the Cold War, making the Philippines a strategic hub in Asia. But in the 1990s, a surge of Philippine nationalism and changing political winds led to the closure of these bases, cooling military ties and sparking debates about sovereignty. Yet, the defense treaty endured, quietly waiting in the background, ready to be revived as Asia's strategic landscape shifted and new challenges emerged. New regional threats, especially at sea, brought the Allies back together as both nations recognized the need for renewed cooperation. Agreements in 1999 and 2014 allowed U.S. troops to return for joint exercises and training. No giant bases this time, but flexible, adaptive cooperation to meet modern needs. This cycle of alliance, separation, and reconnection sets the stage for today's warship sale, a symbol of enduring partnership. The region's challenges have changed, but the foundation of partnership, built on trust and shared interests, remains strong. The Philippines and the U.S. are once again aligning their interests, forging new strategies for a new era of uncertainty and opportunity. The sale is the latest chapter in a story over a century in the making, a testament to resilience and adaptation. It's a response to history and a signal to the future as both nations prepare for what lies ahead. The alliance adapts, but its core purpose endures: mutual security, shared values, and cooperation in uncertain times. That's the context behind tonight's headline, a story shaped by the long shadow of history and the promise of what's to come. This warship sale is the result of rising tensions and urgent needs, a direct response to the shifting balance of power in the region. The Philippines has faced mounting challenges in the South China Sea, confrontations, incursions, and persistent threats to its sovereignty from larger, more assertive neighbors. Its aging navy, with outdated ships and limited resources, was no match for these pressures, leaving the nation vulnerable and exposed. President Marcos Jr. made a direct appeal in Washington, The Philippines needs a credible deterrent, a force capable of protecting its people and its maritime claims. The request was clear: modern, multi-role frigates capable of defending Philippine waters, equipped with advanced technology and weaponry. After months of review, debate, and careful consideration, Congress approved the $1.1 billion deal, recognizing the urgency of the situation. These aren't just ships, they're a signal of U.S. commitment and alliance, a visible pledge to stand with the Philippines in uncertain times. The first frigate arrives in 2027, the second soon after, complete with training, maintenance and munitions, ensuring the Philippine Navy can operate and sustain these vessels for years to come. U.S. officials call it a fulfillment of treaty obligations and a boost to regional stability, emphasizing the importance of a free and open Indo-Pacific. For Manila, it's a long-awaited upgrade and a new chapter in defense, offering hope and renewed confidence for the nation's security forces. For Washington, it's a strategic investment in a key ally, strengthening ties and projecting influence in a contested region. The deal is more than hardware. It's a message. The alliance is real, the stakes are high, and both nations are preparing for whatever comes next. The countdown to delivery has begun. The region is watching, and the world is taking note of this pivotal moment in Asia's security landscape. What's the Philippines actually getting? 2 state-of-the-art guided missile frigates. These ships are a generational leap, faster, tougher, and packed with advanced sensors and weapons. They can track threats in the air, on the surface, and below the waves. Armed with surface-to-air and anti-ship missiles, sonar and torpedoes, they're ready for modern conflict. The deal includes extensive training for Filipino crews in the U.S., plus years of maintenance and logistic support. It's not just about ships. It's about building a capable, sustainable Navy. The sale is government to government, under the U.S. Foreign Military Sales Program, ensuring oversight and political backing. Funding comes from both Philippine defense budgets and U.S. military financing, easing the burden for Manila. This package gives the Philippines real combat capability from day one. It's a strategic upgrade, not just a purchase. The message: the Philippines is ready to defend its waters, and the U.S. is backing that effort. This is a new era for the Philippine Navy. The region will take notice. This sale sends shockwaves across the Indo-Pacific. For the Philippines, it means better patrols, stronger deterrence, and more control over its vast seas. Neighbors like Vietnam and Malaysia will watch closely. This could spark a wave of regional naval upgrades. The U.S. strengthens its alliance network without new bases, promoting integrated deterrence. But China sees this as provocation, likely responding with protests and increased military activity. The risk of miscalculation rises as the region becomes more militarized. The stakes: freedom of navigation, regional stability, and the balance of power. The U.S. signals commitment to its allies and the rules-based order. China's next moves will be critical. The South China Sea just got even more complicated. To decode this deal, we turn to Dr. Andrea Santos, an expert on Asian security. She says the sale is about psychology as much as firepower, a message of resolve from both Washington and Manila. This isn't about preparing for war with China, she explains. It's about raising the cost of aggression. The new frigates force adversaries to think twice before acting. For the Philippines, it's a boost in confidence and diplomatic leverage. For skeptics of the U.S. alliance, it's proof of real commitment. Money and technology on the table. But Dr. Santos cautions, 2 ships alone aren't enough. The Philippines must integrate them into a broader strategy: Coast Guard, Air Force, surveillance, and smart diplomacy. The goal: use new strength to de-escalate, not provoke. The hardware is just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Success depends on how wisely it's used. The alliance is stronger, but challenges remain. The world will be watching how Manila and Washington navigate the next steps. The stakes couldn't be higher. For most Filipinos, new warships may seem distant, but the impact is real. National pride and security are at stake, especially for fishermen facing harassment at sea. Critics question the billion-dollar price tag, arguing for spending on healthcare or education. But supporters say protecting maritime resources is vital for food security and future energy prospects. A stronger Navy could mean safer seas and more economic opportunity. The deal also shapes politics, strengthening the current administration and fueling debate over self-reliance versus deeper U.S. ties. The nation's identity and future path are in play. This isn't just about ships, it's about sovereignty, prosperity, and the Filipino way of life. The debate will continue, but the course is set. The world is watching how the Philippines steers its future. Beijing's reaction is swift and sharp. China sees the sale as U.S. interference and a threat to its claims in the South China Sea. Official protests will be loud, accusing the U.S. of destabilizing the region and the Philippines of playing into American hands. China may increase its Coast Guard and naval presence, conduct military drills, or use economic pressure, but Beijing will calibrate its response. Too much aggression could push neighbors closer to the U.S. China's long game: assert its interests, isolate the Philippines, and avoid outright conflict. The region is a chessboard, and every move counts. The U.S.-Philippine deal is a new piece in play. The next moves will shape Asia's future. The U.S. warship sale to the Philippines is a game-changer. It promises greater security for Manila and reaffirms America's role in Asia, but it also raises the stakes, drawing sharp lines with China. The new frigates are tools. How they're used will matter most. The real challenge: balancing deterrence with diplomacy and strength with restraint. The world's eyes are on the West Philippine Sea. The next chapters, ship deliveries, patrols, and diplomatic moves, will shape the region for years. Global trade, sovereignty, and the rule of law all hang in the balance. Staying informed is crucial. Support dialogue, encourage cooperation, and watch the choices leaders make. The Pacific's future depends on what happens next. The currents have shifted. Now the world must navigate together.